Hey guys, welcome back to Dexter Ranch. Let's talk about how to properly load your electric fencing reels. This is my new Gallagher geared electric fencing reel. And what geared means is that when I turn the handle one rotation, the reel actually spins 3 times. So it just makes it a little bit quicker to pull your poly wire in, keeps you out in the field for a little less time, I guess. So a nice thing to have. Some of the cheaper models will just be a 1-to-1 ratio, which is fine as well. I just decided to go with the little bit nicer model. But that being said, when I got it, it just had a small image on it that showed you how to actually load the poly wire onto the reel. So I thought I'd make a quick little video here to show you how to properly load it on there, and not just show you how to do it, but explain why you do it the way that you do it. But before we load it up and I show you that stuff, I'll tell you a little bit more about this reel, just in case you're interested in buying one like I have here. So a couple of features that they added on here is a stop to where it won't go backwards on accident and make the whole spool of wire get all tangled up. So that's nice to have. And then when you want to let it out, it's got a little clicker here. You click back and then it'll freewheel for you while you're letting it out. Another thing that it has here is a hook on the back to hang on your wire, and it also has a lever here to lock it, just so that for some reason if a cow went up and nudged it or something like that, it wouldn't get knocked off of the wire that you hang it on. Just a little extra insurance there, so that's nice. The reason that I like this brand of products for my electric fencing stuff is, one, because it's readily available. It's available at all the local farm stores, or at least in my area it is. And some of these brands that other people talk about online, they are at these specialty farm stores, and for me those are all online places, and most of the time when I go to look for them to buy them, they are out of stock. Especially through the whole COVID thing and all that, all kinds of stuff was out of stock. But other than it being readily available all the time, they've kind of built like an ecosystem of products. And I like to standardize as much as I can on my farm. So if you can find a brand that has kind of covered all the bases, like Gallagher, then for me, I like to stick to something because all their products are made to work well together. So that's the reason why I generally, when I'm buying something for my electric fences, I buy this brand. And plus, it's a nice looking product, and like I said, it's competitively well built. So like I said, this reel, I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested in picking yourself one of these up. So let's go ahead and load it up. I'm going to show you how I route and tie the wire onto the spool. And then I'm also going to give you a little tip that I use to get the wire to go on there good and tight. So to start with, I'm going to route my wire through this slot right here. And the reason for this slot obviously is just to keep it nice and centered as it's coming back onto the reel and not be flopping up towards the top to where it could possibly get tangled up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap, however you'd like to do it, it really doesn't matter, but I'm going to wrap it through these wires right here. And actually this is just one piece of wire that is stuck all the way through the reel. And I'm going to wrap it around there a few times to try to make some good contact with that. And the reason for this wire is to give you the ability out in the field to just clip your alligator clips right on here and charge up the entire wire, rather than putting your alligator clips on the wire and possibly damaging or breaking one of the steel strands that are on there. But like I said, I'm just going to wrap it around a few different times just to get some good contact. So you see what I've done there. And then I am going to make a knot. And I never learned how to tie cool knots, but for this I don't think it really matters. So I just tied a double knot there, and I'll stick this one back under here to kind of get it out of the way. And that's it for tying it up. So at that point you're ready to start reeling the poly wire onto the reel. And this is my little setup right here that I use to put the wire onto the reel. And basically I just have a steel pipe right here, but you could, oh, and this is just a protein tub, empty protein tub. Most farms have a lot of those laying around. But this is just a steel pipe that just happened to fit through the hole of this turbo wire. And this is a Gallagher product too. This is turbo wire. It's supposed to have 46 times the conductivity of regular poly wire. So I'll put a link down below to this product as well if you're interested in that. But the reason that I do it this way is basically just to keep tension. So you can see as I pull that off of there, it's tight, and it's tight because this bar is at an angle, so the corner down there is actually touching on the bottom of the tub. So once I got it there, I'll just start reeling, and as you can see I got nice tension, and seems to work pretty good. So these reels are made to hold exactly one of these spools, 1,312 feet. So you want to try to keep some tension on there, and like I said, this method has just worked out for me. So, and as I'm reeling, I'm trying to keep my thickness as even as I can, the height of the spool as it goes back on. I'm trying to, if I see it getting too thick over on this side, then I'll turn it to try to make it fill up this side some, just to keep it even across there. And the last little bit is a little bit of a pain, but there it is. And the last thing to do is just tie the handle onto the end of the poly wire here. And then you have a fully loaded reel, and this handle comes with the reel, so that's good. There you go. Hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. If it was, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to Dexter Ranch, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.